In today's exploration of cybersecurity tech news, the IT Army of Ukraine, a collective of over 300,000 volunteers all trying to take down Russian servers, is being targeted with fake DDoSing tools by cybercriminals. But how did we get here? So the IT Army of Ukraine is run by the Ukrainian government. It was set up by Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister just 3 days into the invasion, and anyone can join, whether you're Ukrainian or not. The Army's base of operations is a Telegram channel where the Ukrainian government dishes out commands to its almost 250,000 subscribers, directing them to attack by any means possible Russian computer systems run by large Russian businesses or the Kremlin itself. Now, I've been lurking in the IT Army for a couple of weeks, watching what's going on, and their operations typically take the form of using DDoS attacks to knock websites offline. And of course, DDoSing isn't particularly difficult or sophisticated. And because of this, for better or worse, a lot of newbies have been wanting to get involved. This has led to the spawning of some rather interesting tools. And by the way, I don't suggest downloading or getting involved with any of the stuff I'm about to tell you. I do have to make that clear as per YouTube's community guidelines, and there are some really good reasons why all of this may not even be a good idea, but we'll get to those arguments a bit later. The main tool enabling almost anyone to get involved in taking down Russian sites is called the Liberator. It is in essence a DDoSing tool. It's made by a Ukrainian company called Disbalancer. Now, before the invasion, Disbalancer spent their time building a decentralized stress testing network. Idea being you could earn their crypto, aptly named DDoS, for allowing Disbalancer to harness your internet connection for stress testing. This helps companies test their resistance to DDoS attacks. It's an interesting idea, but out of the scope of this video. However, since the invasion, Disbalancer have repurposed their tool for other means, using it to instead DDoS Russian propaganda outlets and infrastructure websites. They've made a very nice download page for Liberator, I must say. I like the symbolism here. The Kremlin in the background of this retro wave scene with a very menacing looking creature wielding Ukrainian flagged katanas. I can appreciate the art. But anyway, Liberator. It's cross-platform, and after downloading and running the program, it'll grab a list of targets from Disbalancer's server. And this is all it takes for people to donate their bandwidth to bringing down Russian websites. Of course, this isn't the first time we've seen what are essentially voluntary botnets. A famous example took place in 2010 during an anonymous campaign dubbed Operation Payback. This was way back when Anonymous was more of a thing. That operation was launched in response to WikiLeaks being banned from using services like Amazon and PayPal. And in response, hacktivists wanted, well, payback, hence the name. And so Anonymous launched a plan to take down the websites of the companies that had deplatformed WikiLeaks. They released a modified version of the infamous tool Low-Orbit Ion Cannon. It is also a DDoS tool, but it was armed with a feature called Hive Mind Mode. This connected it to an anonymous-controlled IRC channel where an operator could direct computers to collectively attack specific websites. And it kind of worked, I suppose. MasterCard's website was taken completely offline, if only for a few hours. But anyway, back to the IT Army of Ukraine and their Liberator tool. This is where the cybercriminals come in, because if there's one thing cybercriminals are good at, it's not letting a crisis go to waste. Hell, I've covered previously on this channel the fake donation pages set up by scammers looking to take advantage of people wanting to give money to help Ukraine, setting a new low, I suppose. But anyway, their latest ploy is to spread fake versions of the Liberator tool in Ukrainian Telegram channels. Instead of pwning Russia, this malware instead pwns the poor newbies who just wanted to take down Russian propaganda sites. The malware hidden within is a copy of Phoenix Information Stealer. This essentially exfiltrates all the credentials stored on your PC, like passwords to your VPN, Discord, crypto wallets, and so on, and sends these to a Russian IP on port 6666, which I suppose is only fitting. From what I gather, there's nothing particularly interesting about this malware. It's one of these malware as a service products, as in anyone can roll up to a cybercrime forum and buy access to Phoenix for less than $5 a month, based on the latest ruble exchange rate. But this malware exposes some other issues with getting involved with the whole Ukraine-Russia cyber front. Firstly, the legit Liberator tool is closed source, as in its code is completely private, meaning you can't be sure exactly what it's doing, and so can you really trust it? Well, it's been analysed by Avast, who found that Liberator does some questionable things, like transmits a bunch of personally identifying data about your PC to Disbalancer servers over an unencrypted connection. Disbalancer themselves responded to Avast's criticism in a blog post, claiming that they need this data for debugging, and they also slam Avast for not having joined the global boycott and stopping delivering their services to Russian consumers, after which Avast did actually pull out of Russia. Also, a tool like Liberator, even if it does do what it says on the tin, isn't without risks. As in, attacking Russian servers is still illegal, and even if it wasn't, I'm not sure your ISP would be too happy about you saturating your connection to potent Russia. Worst case scenario, your ISP could pull the plug on you, I suppose, and I don't know about you, but I can't imagine anything more inconvenient. Now, this video was made possible by Linode, who are giving you a $100 60-day credit just for signing up. Linode is essentially your Swiss Army knife for cloud computing. If it runs on Linux, it'll run on Linode. One great feature of Linode is their app marketplace, which makes it super easy to spin up servers with pre-configured software. For example, use Linode's Pi-hole app to set up a DNS sinkhole that you can use to block ads across all your devices. And yeah, I do recognize the irony in promoting ad blocking within an actual ad. Linode can run almost anything by providing all the tools a developer really needs at competitive prices. Use the link in the description now to claim your free $100. As always, thank you for watching, and you know what to do. Tickle that notification bell and follow me on the Instagrams for behind the scenes content, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.